Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about two brand new pieces of information that I think you guys will find very interesting. This first one is from Gizmodo, and it has to do with Mega Upload changing its staff over to a new site that will be called Mega. It'll, of course, be centered around its idea of file sharing, and of course, it will change a little bit. Of course, that change comes from the copyright problems that Mega Upload faced. Now, the biggest difference between the two is that Mega will not be using deduplication. In other words, it will not be trying to copy pre-existing files. So basically, it will scan files as they come in and make sure they are not replicating or copying pre-existing ones, which means less lawsuits for Mega. Now, this next piece of news I think you guys will find odd but interesting. And it comes from the LA Times, and it has to do with a guy named Randy Moore. Now, Randy Moore was a struggling screenwriter that living in Burbank, Utah. And, of course, he needed an idea that would set him apart from the rest and bring him glory. And this idea had to do with depicting Mickey Mouse and the entire Disney world in this horrific manner. And basically, this brought him the wrong sort of glory, and let me explain to you why. So basically, he decided he wanted to film different shots and different footage in various Disney-themed amusement parks. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of the two that are located in the United States, there is one in Orlando, Florida, that is much larger than the one in California. And of course, the one in California is located in Anaheim, just outside of LA. And basically, he ran into a bunch of problems because he basically didn't ask for permission before he went and started filming. And of course, he wanted to keep all of this a secret because he was doing this, and he wasn't necessarily aware of the legality and whether or not Disney would allow him to do this in the end. So basically, he wanted to keep everybody associated with the film from telling others about it. And of course, more interestingly about this, he never printed a hard copy of his script, and what I mean by that is he never had a tangible copy. It was always electronic and basically on the actors' cell phones and any of the other people who were affiliated with the film. They would have it on their cell phones rather than a tangible paper copy. And this was mostly due to the fact that it was easier at the theme parks to look at their phones because it was less suspicious, because it would just look like they were looking at Facebook, Twitter, or some sort of text message on their phone. Another interesting thing he did to keep this sort of a secret was he needed more actors and more people than he actually needed, or that he actually had. And of course, he wanted this to be cheaper than hiring a bunch of actors, so he decided to use tourists and other people who were already in the theme park as extras. And of course, he needed to film them without them knowing, so he had to constantly be aware of that issue. And in addition to this, he also needed to be in constant communication and contact with other people in the theme park that were working on the project. And this basically made him very paranoid and psychotic, really. And basically, at the end of all of the cinematography aspect and all of the film taking that his crew did, he still needed to edit it. Now, for some strange reason, he he wanted it to be he of course wanted to keep it a secret, and he was so paranoid that he decided he wanted to edit it in South Korea. Now that is a long way away from America. So obviously this man was very, very protective of his masterpiece, and so he went to South Korea, and then eventually he decided, or he finished, and he ended up with this film called Escape from Tomorrow, and basically it was a surrealist, or it is a surrealist film that is black and white, and it was basically shown for the very first time at the Sundance Film Festival this last Friday. And you can read more about it, but I'm just going to briefly touch on it. Basically, it involves a man and his family that are experiencing their last couple days of their vacation, and basically the father sees these really grotesque and wicked and weird, evil images, and basically the whole Disney-themed world becomes this horrific world, and it becomes a horror film, basically. Now, a lot of film companies and such didn't want to touch this or become associated with this because, of course, he didn't ask for permission, and it's contrasting the child-themed or based movies of Disney. But Cinetic Media decided they wanted to represent the film rights, and this company was known for big films such as Napoleon Dynamite, so they're pretty familiar with the film industry. And they are hoping to endure all the lawsuits that might come from Disney, but they might be overbearing, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. As for Moore, he is content at the moment because all he really wanted to do was just create this. He wasn't in it for any monetary gain, which is sort of odd because he spent just under $1 million to produce the entire thing, so I would think he would want to break even at least. And with that, I would like to ask you guys 3 questions. Would you guys want to see this? Would you be interested in seeing this? Also, do you think this is a violation of privacy for those who were filmed that didn't know that they were being filmed? Third, is this wrong to depict the Disney theme in such a manner without their permission, and basically scar some people's childhoods? And with that, guys, I would like to wish you a good day, good night, whatever, and bye. Thank you so much.